Here's how La Liga's table is looking ahead of the weekend's game, where we will see Real Madrid in second face Athletic Club in fourth on Sunday. Obviously, Real Madrid coming into it reeling after that loss in the Champions League to Arsenal and exiting the competition as well. This game could be a big blow in the title race if they lost it. They did lose the reverse at San Mamés. There was a Mbappe penalty miss, you'll remember. There was a second miss in the space of a week back then for them. And this is what we're looking for at the weekend. Ian Darke, how do you see it going?
It's a massive game. You know, they've got two Clásicos coming up, one in the Copa del Rey final, the other one in what could be the title decider. And they've got to win them, really, to just change the mood music. Athletic Club had the big game on Thursday. I think that's a factor here. And I don't think they've won, you know, since the beginning of time at Real Madrid, about 18 or 19 visits or something. So, you know, this is a big day, isn't it, for Real Madrid? They've got to perform, but, you know, it's been such a bad week. You don't know what you're going to get.
No, Ian just mentioned those two Clásicos, and front page in the Spanish press today is saying these Clásicos are going to come down to what happens with Ancelotti's future and even some members of the squad as well. Big deciding games there, because we're talking about what the future could be here. Is it going to be that a new coach could sort things out at Madrid, do you think, Stevie? Is it a change of coach that is needed?
Well, personally, I think yes. But I don't think that's going to happen between now and the end of the season. I mean, it makes no sense to me why you get rid of Ancelotti. Let's say if they lose to Athletic Club at the weekend. That makes no sense. Who are you going to put in charge? No, I don't see it. I mean, Alonso is clearly who they want. I don't think there's any doubt in that. And that 100% isn't going to happen. So you're just going to make it worse if you get rid of Ancelotti before the end of the season.
Not have just like an interim from inside the club.
Well, no, because who's there? His son. You may as well have the dad if you're going to put the son in charge.
Or someone like Raul or somebody already within the club in the setup.
But again, you're putting somebody in who you know is only there just to fill a space. And the players know that. You know, there's nothing worse than going in and you know the guy in charge who's telling you what to do and what not to do and getting in your face, and you know he's only going to be there for a month. I mean, it completely changes the whole atmosphere. Ancelotti, whether he loses this weekend or not, whether they lost to Arsenal or not, the only thing you know between now and the end of the season is the players are going to respect him and still keep listening to him. And so why, when things are going so badly, do you get rid of at least that and bring in somebody else or promote somebody from within who the players are not going to listen to? It makes no sense.
Here's a challenge for Real Madrid, both in the short and the long term. Carlo Ancelotti is one of the best coaches of a generation. I don't think that's in any kind of dispute here. When Real Madrid announced the signing of Kylian Mbappe, all the questions were, where does Kylian Mbappe play? What is his role within this team? Because he likes to play out on that left-hand side. And even when he plays centrally, he kind of naturally drifts left, and that's where Vinicius Jr. employs. But everybody, almost to a man, said, yeah, but Carlo will figure this out. Everybody had that faith that if there's any manager in world football who could figure this out, it was Carlo Ancelotti. And he hasn't. And so now we're back to where we were 10 months ago with this issue of Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe and who's the man to sort it out. 12 months ago, we thought it was only Carlo who could. Now we're trying to scratch around, trying to figure who's the man who comes in to make sense of that relationship, that partnership. And my concern is, talk about Xabi Alonso, and while Xabi Alonso certainly is the long-term, or at some point, prospect for Florentino Perez, given his lack of experience in this game, can he manage that aspect of Real Madrid's issues? Can Jurgen Klopp manage those issues that Real Madrid have kind of struggled with all season long? And that, if Carlo Ancelotti weren't manager right now, we'd all be saying Carlo's the only man who could do it. But yet here we are with this issue that two mercurial stars who want to play in the same position, it just isn't working, balance within this team. Who's the man to sort that out? And I'm not sure that there's an easy answer to it.
What are you laughing at?
I'm thinking of Klopp. We're not sitting here going, Mbappe and Vinny won't raise a gallop when they don't have the ball. If there was one thing that Jurgen Klopp needs his forwards and his players to do, is put a shift in. Regardless of how good you are or how big a star you are, you need to put a shift in first and foremost. So I'm sorry. I'll take a bet off anybody that Jurgen Klopp is not the next Real Madrid manager.
Yeah, his name coming up and him saying that he's willing to listen to